Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Dave wanted me to start it that way, so I did.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, it's so funny. I love, yeah, here we go. That's what Dak Prescott says every time at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, here we go. Anyway, welcome to the show. Thursday night, playoff time. You got some questions? Fire away. Is this about me, you think? This comment here?
It's always your season. Adam, sinus, cold, and flu season. That's what you're living in right now. You know, I kind of get where the idea of Devontae Adams having a big game comes from. I don't think the Raiders are going to run the ball particularly well. I think Zamir White is pretty pedestrian as far as running backs go. Physical, but not necessarily a burner. The Chargers defense could make him look good. And, you know, the offensive line is beat up for the Raiders as it is. So wouldn't it just make sense to just over-target Devontae Adams and hope he helps break some big plays and puts up some numbers for the Raiders?
Yeah. It's an interesting game. You know, I was looking at a lineup. I have Zamir White and I have Quentin Johnson. It's a really deep league. And, you know, don't really want to start them. But I feel there's going to be some production from someone that's not Devontae Adams, I guess. But, yeah, Adams should have a good game.
Could be Jacoby Myers.
Somebody.
He could be the easy change-up.
What would change with him? But Adams or Rashee Rice was a question we had, I saw, from in half PPR. Who would you go there?
I believe I've pivoted to Adams.
I just saw.
I'm confirming in my rankings. No, I haven't done it yet. I still have Adams behind Rice.
Zamir White or Kareem Hunt?
I think Kareem can score. I don't feel great about Zamir White's chances. So yeah, I invite everybody to talk me into it, but 15 carries, 55 yards.
Oh man, I would take the under on the yards per carry. Zamir White or Gibson, and yeah, I mean from a personal standpoint, I do have like, you know, a flex spot to fill in a dynasty league, and I just don't have good options, and it's PPR, and that's the thing. If catches count, I don't see a lot of that from Zamir White.
No,
he's definitely going to come off the field for Amir Abdullah. I went with Quentin Johnston over him. So
more upside. I like it.
Yeah,
I would do the same thing.
I don't like it, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like Zamir White. Gibson, I think, is an easy call over Zamir White here.
And I've got Hunt over White as well. And I just think it's I don't know if we really talked about it a lot this week, Adam, but I think it's just too cute and too silly to start a running back who we probably wouldn't have been very high on this week if it were week 8 or week 3. These are do or die games for everybody. You don't want to make a silly mistake that you're going to sit and regret for months and months and months. So be at peace with every decision you make. I prefer to set my lineups the same way that I do each week during the season. It's who do I think can score the most fantasy points? I think Kareem Hunt can score more than Zamir White. Might be silly talk by tomorrow, but
yeah, well, but we're expecting Jerome Ford to play. So Kareem Hunt has to score. I think they have the same chances to score, I would think. I would
argue Kareem has a better chance to score.
Yeah, maybe. How about this one? Keaton Mitchell, Josh Downs, or Zamir White have PPR?
Again, I'm going to lean toward upside, and Keaton Mitchell has shown us that he can get decent numbers without having to touch the ball a lot, and he can break a long play for a touchdown. And he's taking on Jacksonville, which is a pretty favorable matchup.
I mean, look how many Zamir White questions we have. I love it.
We're going to have a lot of Zamir White questions. Everybody, I think what it really is, Adam, is people are second guessing. They don't want to make a last-second mistake in their fantasy lineups. And so they can see that Zamir White's on their waiver wire. They want to know if he's any good, and they want to know if he should be considered over some of the other running backs that are kind of fringe RB3s. I get it.
Well, let's talk about how about we talk about the backup running backs. I know you like Gibson better than Zamir White. By the way, just answer this question real quick. You got to go London, right? PPR.
Yeah, I would go with London. I'm not a big fan of London this week, but again, like playoffs, my season's on the line. You know, I can't go with Zamir White. I'm sorry if he ends up scoring and having 80 yards or whatever, but
yeah. Hey, maybe you'll get to use him next week. You never know how long Jacobs will be out. But anyway, so you got Zamir White, you have Antonio Gibson, now you have Ty Chandler. Alexander Madison's been ruled out, and you have Ezekiel Elliott, and you have Clyde. Pacheco still hasn't practiced. You have Clyde and McKinnon. Was he at the back of the list here, or you go? I forgot. You go Gibson over him, or
I think literally every name you gave, I would start over.
Okay,
I would start over Zamir White. The one that's closest is Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Sure. So I just want to, let me just say, good evening, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Good YouTube poll. How many different fantasy teams do you have in the playoffs? And Dave and I play in a lot of leagues, so we're going to click 4 or more. Hit the like button. I just hit it. Now we're at 55. I want to see what I look like on here. I've got these bloodshot eyes. They're terrifying. So don't be scared. It's just some type of illness. And I'm sorry.
We can't catch it through the screen.
No, I watched the video this morning. I was like, oh my gosh. I look like a zombie or something. It's crazy. All right. Jerome Ford or Jalen Warren, PPR?
It's Ford. But I get it with Warren. I wish that the Steelers would give us a sign that they would actually use him a little bit more and take advantage of, the Colts' deep safety defense that they play.
Is this what you think happened to me, Dave? I don't want to say it out loud, but you think
I don't think that's what happened to you. I think something far, far worse happened to you.
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, I think you moved into a house and the house is making you sick. It's going to turn you into an evil demon. And you're going to scare all the neighborhood kids.
I couldn't really scare anyone. Zamir White, Jerick McKinnon, or JSN?
You'd think that, but then a lab is going to be built in your town, and they're going to capture you in the lab, but you're going to create this alternate universe. I'm going to go. I think I like McKinnon the best. I think he has the best chance to score. I think he has the best chance, the second best chance to have 3+ catches.
It's amazing how long we have to wait for Stranger Things. When is it coming out?
By the time that it comes out, all the main characters are going to be in their 50s.
It's not even filming until January? Is that really true? 2025?
We have a playoff game for fantasy tonight. We don't have time to dilly-dally about it.
Might be 2025, people. They're going to be in college. It's going to be Stranger Things, the college years. Start 2 in standard scoring. Chandler, Najee Harris, Foreman, and Singletary.
I think I'm going to land on Najee and Chandler.
Okay. Palmer, Reed, or Higgins, PPR? Oh, yeah. Palmer's interesting with no Keenan Allen.
Palmer's a very interesting one. Reed is my favorite of the bunch. He's given you at least 15 PPR points in 4 of his last 5 games. I like the way the Packers have been using him. And not only is it a favorable matchup against Tampa Bay, already a bad secondary to begin with, 2 of their starters in the secondary aren't practicing, and they have been horrible against slot receivers lately. And that's where Reed lines up the most.
So Jamel Dean did practice in full, I believe.
Right. So safety Ryan Neal and cornerback Carlton Davis are the other 2 that we're looking for.
All right, we've got Tucker Kraft, I guess Taysom Hill, or Darren Waller, half PPR.
If Taysom Hill plays, I'm happy to start him over Tucker Kraft.
And what if he doesn't play?
Then Tucker would be the call over Waller. We had a huddle today about which tight ends we should add to our rankings before tonight's game, and we're waiting on both Taysom Hill and Darren Waller.
Yeah, looks like Waller is going to play. Look optimistic anyway. I get maybe I'm being a little too hasty with that, but he's trending in the right direction. So is Geno Smith, by the way. So have you put Geno Smith in your rankings, Dave?
No, I don't have a Seattle quarterback in my top 24, but I could tell you right now that I would start Geno ahead of Easton Stick and Aiden O'Connell.
Well, but you're not interested in Geno Smith if he plays against the Eagles?
I'm definitely interested in Geno Smith if he plays against the Eagles. I'm just telling you that I'm going to wait out Geno over the quarterbacks tonight, and then I'll find a plan B if Geno ends up not playing, or we get a report by Saturday that says that he's not playing. Something to that effect. But for now, all I have to really worry about is tonight's game. And of course, I would start Geno over the schlubs playing tonight.
Would you start Zamir White or would you wait on Devon Achane or Aaron Jones? And Achane has not practiced this week. Tyreek Hill has not practiced this week. Aaron Jones is optimistic and might not have A.J. Dillon, who has a broken thumb.
There's a lot of moving parts there. Okay, if your plan A is Achane and your plan B is Aaron Jones, if they're both out, what's your plan C? If you don't have one, or maybe you can identify one on the waiver wire, you can go grab that person and drop Zamir White.
Yeah. Right. But you don't want to give up the chance of starting Achane or Aaron Jones for Zamir
exactly.
White.
Not for Zamir White.
I think we have a player prop question here, perhaps. Does Easton Stick pass for more than 199 yards?
I wouldn't trust it.
Yeah, me either. Javonte Williams, Ty Chandler, or Aaron Jones?
I think I will lean Jones from that group if he plays, especially if there is no A.J. Dillon. That makes it a lot easier. If Dillon does play, Javonte is probably going to be the pick.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you might not know because two of those games are Saturday games, right? Minnesota, Cincinnati, and Denver, Detroit. So if you had to make that call right now, you were going out of town for the next 3 days. Who would you pick?
I'm going out of town, and there's nobody like.
No, you don't trust
anyone. For me.
You don't trust anyone.
Don't I have a cell phone with the free CBS Sports Fantasy app?
You're going to a cave. You're going to a cave.
A cave that doesn't get a signal?
Right.
In America? You can pretty much get a signal anywhere in America.
You're going to an Aaron Rodgers cave retreat.
Is Rodgers going to be there?
He might be.
I might ask him. Javonte is who if I have to set it now and then not go back and look.
Half PPR, Devontae Adams or David Montgomery?
I think I might lean Adams.
All right. Montgomery or Ridley?
If it's non-PPR, I could lean toward Montgomery. But if it's PPR, Ridley's got to be the call.
Really? I'm not sure.
Really?
Well, it's not like Ridley's never good against good corners. The Ravens have those. Montgomery's good. I mean, Montgomery his worst game is like 12 points. He scores almost every week.
What was his game last week?
It's about 12 points. He had 3 catches. And you know what? He's got the Broncos. He's got the worst run defense in football.
I don't like that he's not playing 50% of the snaps.
They were losing. Yeah.
They've kind of gone toward Jameer.
I mean, it's easy to say that, but Gibbs a week ago was coming off a terrible game. I would go Montgomery. I think he's scoring this week. But fine, Dave. Whatever. Pick 2. Adams, Achane, or Garrett Wilson.
He had 10 PPR points against Chicago last week.
No, he didn't.
He did. I'm looking right at it.
Is that half PPR?
No, it's even lower in half PPR for Montgomery.
Oh, that's not so bad. How many?
Well, let's not talk about how much Calvin Ridley had.
He had 11.5. I'm looking at it in this PPR league.
Maybe because of the decimals. I didn't include
of course, the decimals.
Singular yards.
Give me a break. 1948, Dave. Come on.
I don't know what a calculator is.
Anyway,
Devontae Adams, Achane, and Wilson, get ready to start the receivers.
Oh, it's so sad.
Maybe.
Hey, Al and John.
Broadcasters.
Yeah.
Legends, in fact.
Would you start Zay Jones or Deontay Foreman over Dallas Goedert?
Full PPR. I can be talked into it with Zay Jones.
Pick 2 in non-PPR. Eckler, Breece Hall, Zach Moss, James Cook. Wow.
It's Eckler and Breece.
All right. Zamir White or Zach Charbonnet?
This is one where you, especially if it's half PPR, this is one where I think I could lean towards Zamir White.
Adam, you give me an answer. Mixon or Montgomery, non-PPR?
All right, so let's see now.
I'm going to go Montgomery.
Yeah, I would disagree.
Easily, actually. All right, Dave.
Easily, he says as he almost dies.
It's a bet, Dave.
Mixon versus Montgomery and non-PPR.
If you win, I'll give you one of the 2 lunches that Jamie owes me. If I win,
I'm never going to collect because you're never going to collect.
No, he likes going out to lunch. He'll pay. Jaden Reed or Cortland Sutton?
For the record, I don't have to do anything if I lose. Sutton over Reed.
Oh, you do? You have to buy me a lunch. That'd be 3 lunches for me. Now we're going to fit these in. Gonna be 2 trips.
Probably in your mouth. That's where lunch goes.
Zamir Wote, Chuba, Aaron Jones, Javonte Williams, Dante Foreman.
When I was a kid, I loved to play Foreman. Got to catch them all. I would not start Zamir White. We're going to wait to make the decision. I would expect it to be either Chuba and Javonte or Javonte and Aaron Jones.
Okay, so it's going to be Javonte and... Okay.
Right, so Zamir White will not be the one you start.
Palmer, Zamir White, or Douglas, PPR?
Are we sure Demario Douglas is playing?
No.
I don't even think I care. I think I'd go Josh Palmer.
Really? And I'm worried about the snap counts. I don't know how you feel about that. I haven't seen anything. But there's enough situations.
I don't know if they've got a choice, dude.
Well, enough situations where a guy comes off IR and,
it's limited. Sure, I get it.
Christian Watson comes to mind. Many people. I can't, like, Watson's the only one I can think of, but I know it's happened before.
Sure. I would think we would hear about it if there was some sort of meaningful snap count being put on Josh Palmer.
Okay.
Maybe he doesn't play on running downs. That would be okay with me.
Would you start DJ Moore or Devontae Adams?
I would start DJ Moore.
All right. Sam Howell or Russell Wilson?
Sam. Close between those two. There it is.
Yeah.
Does it bug you that Sam Howell only had 23 attempts in his last game?
That was really weird. Not only did he only have 23 attempts, but it's not like they didn't have the ball. It wasn't like they got time of possession. And it's not like they were competitive. They lost by 30 points.
Yeah.
And
it's almost like they waved the white flag at halftime. And they were like, we're just going to run our offense normally. We're going to pretend the game is nothing.
But let's see what happens for them. They're the most pass-heavy team in football.
Yeah, and so in their last game, they didn't do it. They weren't pass-heavy.
You know what bothers me even more?
Your cough.
I think he has 3 straight games, Sam Howell, with fewer than 20 points, I think.
I think it's under 20 in 4 of his last 5, but some of them are like this close.
Yeah, but
especially in your nerdy decimal leagues.
How can you have 4 rushing touchdowns in your last 3 games and not reach 20 points in any of them?
Yeah, it's because he doesn't throw a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah.
Comma, dumbass.
Moss or Rice?
Oh, and PPR, I'd go with Rashi.
Rice or pasta?
Pasta.
They always used to ask me that at the dining hall at UM, but Dave, they would say, my food, they say rice or pasta, and I was always
which one, at Pearson Mahoney or at Ross?
I went to both because I lived in Eaton, right in the middle. I went.
Eaton was the best.
Yeah, well, we didn't have food. Believe it or not, we didn't have food at the Eaton dorm. But
you had the best dorm around. How'd you snag that?
A handful of freshmen were lucky enough to get into the non-crappy dorm.
Eckler, now they're all crappy except for the new
because
ones.
I was probably early decision, so that helped. Eckler or Zeke?
Look at me. I'm Mr. Smart Boy with my glasses. I would go with Eckler over Zeke.
Fields or Stafford?
Matthew Stafford.
Okay. Raiders or Saints?
You paused. You disagree.
No, I didn't. I was just looking.
You are feeling Justin Fields.
Absolutely not. Stafford for the win. Raiders or Saints?
Raiders over the Saints.
Amir Abdullah, Josh Palmer, or Chris Godwin?
Palmer.
Godwin not practicing, by the way.
Palmer.
Okay. Yep. Easer season. Best stash of the following: Chase Brown, Rico Dowdle, Clyde, Algier, and Zamir.
Are we talking about like for next week? Probably, right? These guys can't be available in the keeper league. They would already be rostered.
Right. This season.
I guess Zamir White and Chase Brown are the 2 I'd pick.
Okay.
Dowdle a very close 3rd.
No Keenan Allen. Start 2 of these 3. Gabe Davis. Ugh.
No.
Curtis Samuel.
Yes.
You're not starting DeMarcus Robinson over Gabe Davis. Are you? 10 targets last week.
Who's he playing again?
Jaguars.
No. Who's he playing again?
Who are you talking about?
DeMarcus Robinson.
Sorry.
And who's Gabe Davis playing again?
Baltimore. The Cowboys.
Yeah. Gabe was wide open for a touchdown last week, and Josh Allen either didn't see him or didn't want to throw to him, which was odd.
I'm going to go with the option there.
Yeah, I get it. I understand.
No. I mean, he didn't want to throw to him.
Oh.
But,
right. So why would we start a receiver that Josh Allen doesn't want to throw to?
No, that didn't see him. Sorry, that didn't see him.
No, okay.
He's got bloodshot eyes.
Bloodshot eyes.
So I'm going to go with Gabe Davis. But Dave's going to go with Demarcus Robinson.
It's pathetic, but yes.
Okay, Dear Magic 8 Ball, Devontae Adams or Ezekiel Elliott. Should I start Devontae Adams over Ezekiel Elliott? Don't bet on it. All right, the 8 ball says Zeke. What about you, Dave?
I'd bet on it. I'd take Zeke.
That's what. Then don't bet on it. Yeah, because I asked, what are you eating? Yogurt?
Don't worry about it. Broccoli. I'm eating broccoli.
Likely or McBride?
Trey.
Oh, you're eating something bad.
Who's bad?
You. Zeke or DK?
I'd go DK.
All right, what is this? Text screen game over. Text screen game over. Text screen game over. No Keenan. Text screen game over. Text green game over. Half PPR. Zamir White, Josh Downs, Elijah Moore, Jake Ferguson.
Ferguson.
What else we got here? Which Jaguars players can we start this week? Oh, if only Adam hadn't forgotten to preview that game on today's show.
Well, we're going to get to it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll play the music again. I got some tweets from people saying, "Why are you so upset about the game of the week?" I'm not really upset. I'm just trying to make it a little more fun.
A little more challenging for me.
Yeah. I really thought you were going to get me earlier in the show. I like Lawrence. I'm okay with ETN. I don't think you can get away from him. He's just got too much upside. I think you've got to start Ingram for the exact same reasons. Calvin Ridley is more of a flex.
What was I?
Zay Jones is a sleeper.
Yeah, no, I have a good one here, but whatever. Zamir White, Isaiah Likely, or Josh Downs?
I got to start answering Zamir White to some of these because otherwise I'm going to look like a fool if he goes off tonight. I'm thinking, first of all, it sounds silly for him to go off tonight when I really genuinely believe that he's not a great back, but it is the Chargers defense. He is going to get a lot of work. He does, in theory, have fresh legs. All that being said, I think I still like Likely a little more than White.
So hit that like button if you wouldn't mind. We have 169 likes right now. Let's get to 200 likes. It's possible. We have 900 people here. So all I'm asking for is 30 likes, 31 likes. Please hit that button for me. We'd appreciate it. Hit subscribe. Tell your friends. Spread the word. Taysom Hill or Gerald Everett?
Taysom if he plays. We don't know if he's going to play, so your options are to either start Everett or drop Everett before the game, pick up another tight end, and use that other tight end in case Taysom Hill doesn't play. But right. Taysom has practiced the last couple of games.
Yeah,
days, not games.
For Everett, no Donald Parham tonight, which would make me a little excited about Everett if Justin Herbert were playing. But, he isn't, FYI. Jacoby, London, Deontay, Dobbs. We need 2 of these 4.
I'm starting Deontay and Dobbs.
Okay. Pick 2. Olave, Chase, and Puka. And Olave is another one who is not practicing.
So be prepared for Puka and Chase. And to me, I think Puka is the slam dunk.
If Olave were healthy, I would sit Chase.
I would too.
Giants are going to win again. Unbelievable. I don't know what they're doing. All right, hold on one second. Myers or Demario Douglas? Got to make that decision tonight.
I'd go Myers.
All right, you want to help somebody with food?
Maybe. Is it you?
Oh, I lost it. Sorry.
Oh.
Deontay Johnson or Jacoby Myers?
I think I have Deontay higher.
Warren, Mitchell, or Gibson at flex? Half PPR.
It's probably going to be Mitchell. It won't be Warren. Mitchell's got the most upside than Gibson. Gibson's safer, especially since you get the half point per catch.
Zamir White, Jalen Warren, or Jerome Ford?
Ford.
T. Higgins or Zay Jones?
Is it Zay Jones or Zay Flowers?
T. Higgins or Zay? T or Zay?
Zay Flowers, T. Higgins, Zay Jones.
Excuse me. Ridley, Beckham, Chandler in flex.
I would start Ridley. Maybe Chandler. Ridley or Chandler. I said Ridley first.
You did say Ridley first. How about Gibson or Chandler?
Chandler.
How about Romeo Doubs or Nico Collins?
I'll roll with. Well, I don't know if Nico's going to play, so get ready for Romeo Doubs.
Oh, yeah, Nico's probably not going to play. I shouldn't even hit that one. But it's worth noting. It doesn't look good for Stroud or Nico Collins this week. What do you think about this team name I just came up with? Forgot about Zay.
Yeah, it's been out there for a while.
It has. It wasn't
sure
mine.
You came up with it.
No, actually Schaefer came up with it just now. I was stealing it from him.
In that case, it's genius.
Yeah, exactly. How about Hip Hip or Zay?
Yeah, that's definitely sounds like you.
Please help handsome Adam and gorgeous Dave.
Hey.
Chandler or
somebody's
Zeke?
Paying attention. It's about time.
Yeah. Chandler or Zeke?
Zeke.
Zay walking. Very good. Schaefer's crushing it right now with the puns. Do you remember Handsome Dan? Do you remember what movie Handsome Dan is from? Hey.
I should know that, but I don't.
Handsome Dan. Isn't that right, Mr. Scream? No? Okay.
Again, I should know this. I just don't.
They go to the radio station and
is it UHF?
No, Ted McKinley is Mr. Scream.
Oh yeah, in Wayne's World.
Wayne's World 2, yeah.
Yeah.
We answered this. This was the first question we answered today. Adams or Rice?
And I said I had Rice higher.
Wayne's World 2. See that guy? Oh, I meant to click on Wayne's World 2. No Keenan Allen, angry face. Beckham or Jaden Reed? Or should I claim DeMarcus Robinson, Josh Palmer, or Curtis Samuel?
I would stick with Jaden Reed. I like him the most.
Oh, I would go with Beckham. This is
Good
Beckham. It's half PPR. But Christian Watson's probably not going to play, so that's good news for Jaden Reed. And how about this? Look at this backhanded compliment. My two favorite CBS guys not named Jamie. Pick two. ETN, Breece Hall, and Devon Achane.
I would pick Breece and Achane if he plays, ETN otherwise.
How about Zayu, Zayme? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pop Douglas, Elijah Moore, or Josh Palmer?
I'd lean Palmer. I mean, we're effectively talking about a guy who should be the number one receiver against the Raiders.
What would you say? What do you think about that one? Likely or Komet?
Komet. You love it so much that you're hacking up a lung.
Thank you, The Tool, for asking for my advice. You gave me an easy one. I'm going to have to go with McBride here. I mean, should we be concerned about this? Is actually one of the two games that I haven't looked into yet that 49ers Cardinals won. And McBride might be the only tough call, I think. I don't really want to start any Cardinals, and I'm going to start every 49er. But I don't know how. Let me see how the 49ers are against tight ends. But are we concerned at all about McBride?
In non-PPR, I'd be a little concerned just because I don't know what his chances are of scoring a touchdown. That being said, he effectively scored 2 on 1 drive against the Steelers, and the Steelers have been notoriously good against tight ends for years. That was in his last game. I don't mind McBride, and I would start him over Likely.
Yeah, it's not a bad matchup. I mean, it's not a good matchup. They're pretty good. Darren Waller had 3 catches for 20 yards against the Niners. Jake Ferguson had 3 for 28. Evan Ingram had 4 for 12. None of them even scored 6 points. You did have a good game from TJ Hawkinson. Zach Ertz was good, which bodes well maybe for McBride, but it's not the best McBride week. I'm glad somebody got this. This is Beckham. I remember in high school I used to play FIFA all the time. And it was always, this is Beckham. Demarcus Robinson or Josh Palmer? 2 points per reception.
Still going Palmer.
Raiders DST or Colts?
I think let me double check my rankings because I've moved up the Raiders and I want to just make sure I give the best advice I can. I do have the Raiders over the Colts.
Sometimes I feel like a stand-up comedian on these streams. Like I feel like I can try material and see.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? What have you got?
Well, the Beckham thing. Damn it!
Oh my goodness!
Off flat or Murray. 4 point per passing touchdown.
It's Jared Goff.
Oh
goodness! Oh
damn it! I unmuted it too soon. Cheddar or this is a great question. Cheddar or Swiss on burgers?
The answer is actually yes. Both of them. If you had to pick one, I like cheddar over Swiss.
I do too, unless there are mushrooms involved. Then I do like
the Swiss mushroom combo is apparently very popular.
You don't like mushrooms, right?
I'm not a mushroom guy. It's weird that you know that.
Well, because we talk about pizza toppings all the time. Pick two of these three: Nakua, Eckler, or Evans.
Oh, I can be talked out of Eckler here for sure.
Is this real?
Is what real?
Really happened? The Dodgers got Tyler Glass now? Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised they're playing. Yep, how about that? They're paying Shohei Ohtani $500 the next 10 years. Zamir White or Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
I'd go Zamir.
How about a kicker question? Younghoe Koo or Jason Myers? And Curtis
Well, now
Samuel.
I've got to check my research. I believe I have Koo higher just because I think he'll get more field goal opportunities. Yep, I've got Koo higher than Jason Myers, and I've got Curtis Samuel higher than DeMarcus Robinson.
Okay. Pick two here. Nope, hit the wrong one. Jaden Reed, Olave, or Ridley?
Well, if I'm picking two, Ridley's the one who's out.
No, you're not
Unless
picking
Olave's out, then you already know who you're starting.
Picking one. Picking one.
If I'm picking one, it's Jaden Reed.
You're going.
Oh, no, it's Olave. It's Olave. My bad. Yeah. Olave first. If he's out, Jaden Reed next. And if he's out, then it's Calvin Ridley. And if he's out, then it's Zamir White.
Adam is a walking joke, so comedian might work. Oh, well, I'm going to take that. I think that means you think I'm funny. St. Brown, Evans, let's see. Pick two wide receivers, two flex, and a tight end. Jeez.
We got to do all the work for KRS-One here.
This is very easy. You start St. Brown, Evans, and Devontae Smith.
Yep.
Oh, two flex. Cooper or Beckham. Oh, or tight end here.
I'd go Ingram and Laporta.
And you'd sit Beckham?
And Cooper.
Right. Okay. Raiders defense, Ravens defense, or Flacons defense?
The Flacons is who I'd go with. The one taking on the Panthers. And they're getting healthy, by the way. The Flacons are.
Yeah.
They're getting a bunch of guys back.
Lover Lawrence.
No, my lover's name is Karen. I'm going to go with Jordan Love over Trevor Lawrence.
Lover Lawrence, I like that.
Lover's Lane.
Oh, yeah. It's the worst game of the week. Yeah. Pick one receiver and a flex. All right, we need Ridley, Deontay. Okay, and Flowers.
I like Reed and Flowers.
Okay.
And I think I have the Raiders defense ahead of the Browns. No, I think I have the Browns higher.
Thank you, Brandon. Love it.
Well, he wants his question answered.
Way to get your question read. Palmer, Downs, or Jacoby Myers?
I'm leaning Palmer.
Every day I'm hustling. Very good. Very good. Zamir White, OBJ, or Ford? Or pick up Palmer, Pop. I feel like I read this one.
Well, we've answered a ton of questions involving all of these guys. I like Ford the best of the bunch.
I think you just basically summed up the last 35 minutes of our lives. Adam is like Bob Saget. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Well, the red, white, and blue. McManus or Haversick?
I think McManus. I think Haversick will just be kicking extra points.
I love Adam more than my dad. Zamir White, Singletary, or Pop Douglas. Wow. Sorry.
I would lean toward Douglas if he plays, Singletary otherwise.
Kyler or Flacco?
I think I have Flacco a spot ahead of Kyler in my rankings.
I like this cousin Ernest, but I would go with Zay. It ain't so. All right, sorry, Vicar Ryan. Yeah, love it. If you're a real analyst, pick 3.
Oh crap, he got us, dude. We're
I'm gonna
pretend analysts.
I'm gonna skip this one. No, pick 3: Ford, Singletary, blah blah blah.
I would start blah and blah. I'm glad that he lists that there's no Jacobs.
Yes, we are not real analysts, so we did not know that Jacobs wasn't playing tonight.
Thanks for the tip, Jonathan Ocampo. If that's your real name. I'm reading it all over. I think I like Ford and McKinnon the best if it's PPR. I think those are going to be my 2 picks.
Ocampo was his name. Falcons, Saints, or Raiders DST?
Atlanta.
Showing a lot of respect for Tommy Cutlets there, not going with the Saints.
It's more respect for Saquon Barkley and a lack of respect for the Saints defense.
What are you talking about? I am sick. Like, you can't tell I'm sick? That's bad. That it's gotten to this point that I'm always sick that you can't even tell when I'm sick. Goff or Geno?
It's Goff.
Zeke or Olave? Well, really? It's Goff over Geno?
Yeah, it's Goff over Geno.
Zeke or Olave?
I will start Olave if he plays.
Wandale or DeMarcus? Ooh, a Robinson question.
And it's half PPR. Yes. Boy, you are definitely hopped up on something tonight.
Yeah.
Usually it's me who's hopped up. We didn't answer that last one. I think I'd go
Wandale or DeMarcus.
It's so much easier to say Wandale in full PPR. I kind of want to take the chance on DeMarcus, though. I'm going to say DeMarcus just because of the matchup.
Yeah, it's been Dayquil for me, Bo Pesci. Start 2 in PPR. Lockett, Addison, DeMarcus Robinson, and Gibson.
I'd get ready to start Gibson with Lockett.
Antonio Gibson or Palmer? A half PPR. Or JSN.
Probably Gibson. Looks like Brian Robinson's not going to play.
If JSN were really good, could we put it at JZN, like season, JSN season?
It would be JSZN.
Oh, that's probably better. Yeah. Damn it. Mushrooms and anchovies. Oh, good grief. I've never had an anchovy. I'll never have. Never.
Haven't you had Caesar salad? Usually it's an ingredient in Caesar salad.
Yes, but I don't think I've had it with anchovies. I think one time they did give me with anchovies. I thought it was disgusting. What is this? Put onion on your feet. Really? That you're just joking. There's no way I'm doing that.
It's impossible that he's joking. His name is Knowledge Reigns Supreme.
Damn it. Hooker. What? Oh my God. Can't believe I read that. Zeke or Pollard? PBR.
I believe I have Zeke higher than Pollard. I might not, actually. I might have flipped it.
Browning or Flacco?
Flacco.
All right, last one.
Last one.
Purdy or Mahomes?
You were saving that one, weren't you?
No, I just saw it.
Do you know that a 49ers quarterback has thrown under 30 passes in each of his last 3 games against Arizona? All 3 were blowout wins for San Francisco. All 3 quarterbacks had multiple touchdowns, and I'm almost positive all 3 had well over 20 fantasy points. 2 of them for sure. One of them was Brock Purdy. Purdy was 2 of the 3.
I don't like blowout wins for quarterbacks, but
in this situation, I don't mind it.
Yeah, and 30 pass attempts. Like he almost never throws 30 passes, and he's still the MVP front runner. Zay old pizza's. So Purdy over Mahomes, right?
Purdy over Mahomes is how I have it ranked.
All right. And Dave, I'll let you answer this one. Curly, steak, or crinkle?
I'm a steak fry guy.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks, everybody. Good luck tonight. All right. Playoffs. Woo! Oh. All right. What,
I thought we ended it already.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out something to Zay. See you later.